Hey guys, it's Jake. But in all seriousness, I am back with more 3D printing. I asked you guys for video ideas and it seems like everyone agrees that 3D printing is awesome and more people want to see it. So I'm bringing it to you guys today. As promised, I am doing daily videos. This is day 2. Let's see how long I can keep it up. Also, go join my Discord server if you haven't already. It is open to the public again. Link will be posted right here as well as down below. Now with all that out of the way, I do have this. So I printed this with my latest 3D printer. It's the Monoprice MP Cadet, and I'll be making a video on that eventually. But check out this base. If you guys can't tell, it's based, literally, it's a Sparking ring or Super King ring that's based on the first ring from first Uranus. And that thing is coming out very soon in like the next, actually it's already out in Japan. I'll be getting my real one on Friday, I think. But this is actually a fully 3D printed ring. I used PLA Plus for the filament. This was created by a good friend of mine named Hawks. So shout out to him. I will link his YouTube channel as well as social medias down below. But overall, this is a very, very well made ring, I have to say. Some details are really intricate on it, and my printer happened to pick up most of them, so I'm really excited. Now, if you guys don't know, I did use 99% infill, just so that I would make sure it's super strong. And then the infill pattern was also a unique pattern that I used. Again, I'll probably be covering that in a future video if you want to learn more about the 3D printing process. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. So we're obviously going to make our combo for this to at least get it close to the stock combo of first Uranus. So let me go ahead and switch angles and we'll get a better close-up. All right, so I'm back and I have the first ring. So check it out. You guys can pick up a little bit more of the details here. You can see print lines, but again, that's kind of typical with FDM. It's definitely not resin in terms of quality, but this thing is much stronger, that's for sure. So anyway, I do have some other Beyblades I want to use just to make up the combo. So we don't have all the parts that we need. For example, the stock first Uranus uses, pretty sure it's 1D wheel and Mobius, and we don't have any of those parts except for like wheel. I don't even have 1D because I do not own Curse Satan. Anyway, we're gonna just improvise with some other parts that we have laying around. So the first part I want to use is from Brave Valkyrie, and it's mainly just the chip because let's be real, it does look a lot like the Lucifer chip. I think it's inspired, if not they took the same design and just tweaked it. So it's still like the front facing motif. Now we're gonna put that off to the side now. And our next bit here is Super Hyperion. And Super Hyperion, we're gonna use it only for the chip core, not the chip, but the chip core, because I think that would also be a good fit. So here we go. We're gonna pop that into our Valkyrie chip and boom, check that out. It looks very nice. And just to show you guys, it does fit. So we just pop it in and it's clicked into place. So very nice indeed. So I'm kind of divided right now. I could do either 1B or 1A for the chassis, just to like mimic whatever we would have picked. Honestly, I'm leaning towards 1A, but I think 1B does match the color scheme a little bit better. So let's go ahead and just do 1B. So as you guys can see, it does fit the part. Pretty nice. And then lastly, for the driver, I'm just gonna use Zone because I feel like the closest I can get to Mobius would be Bearing, but Bearing has a bad spring and it would burst a lot. So I'm gonna keep it pretty simple and just give it Zone. And I feel like the teeth are pretty good on the 2B or 1B chassis. So yeah, here is our quote unquote first Uranus, at least as close as we can get, 3D printed. It's awesome. Okay, without further ado, I'm gonna grab my stadium and we're gonna do just some test battles. Okay, so I got my stadium, and I did forget to do this real quick. Just wanted to do a weight comparison. I have my scale right here, and we are gonna take this apart. So we're gonna just focus on the ring. And then I also have the super ring to compare. So you guys can actually see how very similar they are, though super's definitely wider. Even a side profile here will tell you that. So I think it is gonna weigh significantly either less or more, I'm not sure. So we're looking at 6.45 for super, and then with our first 3D printed, we're looking at 5.67. Okay, so yeah, slightly lighter, though not by much. I thought it'd weigh less, but then again, it is more filled in. Like, this has almost complete infill. So there you guys have it for a weight comparison. And I'm gonna change things up this time for test battles. I'm gonna be using 4 quote-unquote competitive combos. So the first up is Perfect Phoenix Wheel Extend Plus, really good stamina and defense hybrid. Next up is Master Spriggan Vanguard Bearing, also very good for stamina, kind of like a zombie type Beyblade for sure. And then for our attack, we have Judgment Achilles Ignition Dash Zan. So this thing's a heavy hitter and it barely bursts. And then our kind of wild card is Rage Longinus Hunter Dash, and then 3A. So yeah, just figured I'd do this instead for test battles. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna get destroyed by these combos, but hey, let's find out. Alright, you just saw some test battles that I did, and overall, this thing packs a punch, and I mean it. It's very compact and a little bit on the thinner side, but the contact points on it are really insane, especially for a right spinning Super King ring. So overall, very good job, Hawks. Big shout out to you, man. And thank you for letting me use this model. I hope to use it in future videos. My only, I guess, criticism would be if it's a little bit thicker in some parts. I feel like it would withstand a little bit more. I am a little bit worried that it may eventually break, but hey, I can always just make another one. Again, stay tuned for another upload tomorrow. Daily uploads are happening every single day, like I've mentioned. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.